Do you remember when I was talking about the yin and yang sign and how I feel like it has so many different meanings? Like more than just beyond what we could really comprehend, I feel. You know how, I mean, from my perspective, just being born in the South, raised in the South, there's always been this black and white dynamic of, racism and slavery and everything, whatever. And, it's coming from that and just being raised in an environment of where you had to, like, not everybody in my family was like, I can't say, okay, so some people would say racist things, but like not, well, I guess you can't, they say black people can't be racist because it happened to our people, but it's just like, I respect everybody's point of view. You feel me? Like everybody got their own point of view. My point of view is I treat everybody like a person. Like how do you treat me? If you respect me, then I respect you. That's just really it. You know what I'm saying? And I know older people, you experience something different. I didn't see what you experienced. I just learned about it in the school books, only what they taught us, not the actual one-on-one encounters. I didn't have that. So, whatever. Anyway, it's been a strong dynamic of white and black. Even though our skin tones aren't literally white and black, it, it was it was for some reason, I want to say phased that way, but it was like it was put on that way, is us being white and black, and there was a separation between the two. And with the yin and yang sign, there can't be a separation. It's it's intertwined. The two halves connect, and there's a piece of each within the other. What happened? What caused this separation? I'm looking at my hair, y'all, and uh, whatever. Listen to the message, okay? Listen to the message. What caused the separation? I wonder. Because you only know what they taught you and what you research on your own, what you can really find. I just feel like everything's deeper. But that's just something that came to me, and something else that just came to me. It's not, I don't know, it's not about white and black, but I just know that there's another separation between the masculine and the feminine, how we need to be intertwined as well. The masculine and the feminine. Because I don't quite remember which represents masculine and feminine, but the yin and yang sign also represents that. I believe the white is the feminine and the dark is the masculine, and is we have to be intertwined with that as well, have a little bit of both within us, a balance. And that's something I was thinking about. I was thinking about the masculine and feminine like a little while ago, but just now I was thinking about the our races and everything, and why is there a separation? you know but yeah, that's really it. And before anybody get on here about reading the Bible and stuff, I have actually read the Bible. I grew up in Christianity, and I don't call myself a Christian anymore, and I have my own reasons for that. And like, I'm a spiritual person. I live freely, open-mindedly. I ask questions, and I just look at the world with an open point of view. learning as I grow. And that's my business, you know. I feel like I just asked the questions that people didn't want me to ask. The questions that they were told not to ask, maybe. I don't know. But I remember this one time I was in church. I'll never forget being in this church. It was a church in the neighborhood. I just joined it with some friends. And we decided to join the choir too. And this pastor, I asked her, like I was just asking questions like, so where does God come from? And she said, don't be asking that or something like that. She just like snapped at me. She was the pastor, the pastor's wife, rather. But like she snapped on me or something like that, and she was like, don't be asking that. And, don't worry about that. Like just know God is God and we come from God. And something like that. I don't even remember what she said. I just remember her snapping at me and telling me like basically not to be asking that. And like I just felt like, oh, okay. Anyway, but I just know that not all Christians are like kind or just like okay. So this is another experience I had at this church. Like I said, we joined the choir. Now I don't know if I talked about this before on here, but anyway, let me talk about it again. We joined the choir, and okay, so they had us like audition for the part for the lead singing role, and so I got it. I got the lead singing role. Um, and so they didn't really teach us much of the song. We we learned like a little bit of it in the choir practice, that one choir practice, and I don't know, maybe they wanted us to go home and sing it too. I was not practicing that song. I was not practicing it. I don't remember them telling us to practice it. I don't know, but I got up in the. I didn't know we was gonna be singing it. I don't know. I think we sung it the next Sunday. I got up there, didn't even know we were about to sing the song, and I'm over here singing the same part they taught us over and over again because I don't know the fucking words. Excuse me, but I don't know the doggone words, and I don't even remember what song it was. It was a song I know, but I don't even remember the song for real. But and okay, so anyway, after that, so a lady in the crowd wound up helping me sing the rest of the song, and after that was over, after that nightmare was over, actually the nightmare had just begun. I sat down, we all sat down, and it was another pastor, like I don't know, they had different people, like head the people that would just be up there talking or whatever. So this other lady, she came up there talking and saying, if you don't know how to sing, you shouldn't be up here saying. Like she said something like that. She literally said, if you don't know how to sing, I remember her saying that, you shouldn't be up here singing. And she said something else and all that. But after she said that, I was just thinking, what in the world? Of all the things you could have said, you gonna say that? If I couldn't sing, it's obviously not that I could have sang. Y'all chose me to be up there in the front. Out of all them other people singing, people that been there before me, you chose me. But it was obviously because I didn't know the words. Like, why would you say that? That was rude. And I just never went back to that church after that. And honestly, no, I've been to church after that, but not that church. I've been to church after that, over the years. And I actually took a Bible class in high school. And let me tell you something. I couldn't recite a daggone thing to you from the Bible. Like I remember certain things. Like if somebody was talking about whatever something happened, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that or whatever. But like it's like, for one, I have to remember. I have to say this too. Like I said, I asked questions that people couldn't answer, and And I realized a lot of people don't notice too. Like our, gosh, look at my hair, whatever. I realize people don't even realize this, but our older generation, some of them don't even realize that the religion was forced onto us because it wasn't taught to them in schools. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I was having a conversation with my auntie the other day, and it was like, this was like a couple months ago actually. But anyway, um, I was having a conversation with her, and it was a heated conversation at that, like, kind of, because it was a lot going on that day. And she okay, let me just set the scene. No, I'm not gonna do all that. uh she I don't even remember how the conversation was going. Oh yeah, I was telling her about how I had joined a choir and all that. And she was like, now I wound up leaving that choir, but it's not because of what the conversation we had. But anyway, she was like, "What kind of choir? You shouldn't have joined." I mean, she was like, you gotta be careful what kind of choir you join, whatever. You don't know what they got going on." But okay, whatever. That conversation had nothing to do with why I left, because I might talk about that too one day. Anyway, oh my gosh, this video is supposed to be about something else, and I'm talking about something completely different. 6ix9ine, that's canceled. Well, I'm a Cancerian, so yeah. Anyway, this is me. This is me. That's from some Disney Channel movie or something. So, what is that? I don't know. I think it was like Camp Rock. But anyway, the conversation me and my auntie had, she somehow, some way, she wanted me to say something about Jesus being the Lord and Savior. And it's not that I just completely reject like religion and all that. I know where I came from. I believe in God. I believe in divinity, the Most High Divine. I believe in doing good and greatness in the world and treating people right. I don't know what people, they just think that you just worshiping the devil if you ain't worshiping Christianity. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in Christianity, you must be, that. But anyway, it's not true. And I wound up saying to her that I couldn't say that because I'm spiritual, and I just felt the tension just boiling, and it was just scary to me because, and I was like, because we learned in school and that about how Christianity was forced on the slaves, and she was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was just thinking, huh? Like, you don't know that? And yeah, that's what I said. I was like, you don't know that? And she was like, "No, what are you talking about?" And I don't even remember where the conversation went after that, but I wanted, because she was in my house. Okay, I got to tell y'all, her and my mama got into it, and I came outside, wondering what was going on, and she had came into my house, because we lived close to each other at the time. So she had came into my house, and we just talking, and just somehow, some way, we got into this conversation about religion. And oh gosh, I'm getting a call. But goodness. But yeah, we got in that conversation, and that was just that. And y'all, I just had got scared. Okay. It's a tough conversation because, like, some people don't even realize, like, when did they start teaching it in schools? You know what I'm saying? And I remember being a Christian and just thinking, like, anything outside of that is wrong. Anybody else's religion is wrong. And it's just like, how can their religion be wrong if that's how they was grown up? How can they go to hell just for believing in what they believed in? Because that's where they was from. These are the questions I would ask, and it's just like, which religion is true? How can I believe this because I live on this side of the earth? And people believe all these other different things because they live where they live, and it's just, what's true? So I choose to believe in nature, the law of nature. You do good and good comes unto you in divine timing. That's what I choose to believe in. I choose to believe that everything is just fine. God's got me. God is within me. God is all around me. I am protected by God. I am with God. God is with me. I am in God, and God is in me. Life is God. Life is of God. We are with divinity right now. We learn lessons. Everything that happens in our life is just lessons, just teaching moments. And we are to stay calm, remain calm in every situation. I believe in remaining calm, remaining in peace, remaining in divinity. Divinity is me. Divinity is within thee. That's what I believe in. So, yin and yang, light and dark. Through and through. Welcome to my corner of the earth. This is Mahogany Soul. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me grow my channel. You are who grows my channel, and I appreciate you for it. Thank you.